Here we go.
That was quick.
All right, that was quick, guys. All right, here it is. The very first match of Seabee Rifles Season 2 is going to start. It is Odin's Legion versus PLEBs on Heilung Fjord. Match bands are Falconetti Gunners and Varangian Guard. And we are going to dive right into our...
So everyone's got their blue units now. So I'm seeing a heavy amount of chevs, especially from pleb sides, and I'm actually seeing a lot of double gold units. Double gold with blue is really, really important because those blue units actually can be really effective. So the healers, the bagpipers, and also the cocos. And then I'm seeing a lot more one gold double purple. So Odin's looking for those extended trades, kind of getting that good trade against all of the gold units from plebs, and then hoping to outrun them on their way to home. But they need to get A and B, so they need to set these fights up very quickly, and then go from there. In fairness, so I do see that we've opted for the Shenjis and some of the new unit actually, so the Dimnachis from Platsuera. So that's the first time I've seen these. So I mean, and Wolf Boys actually. So a lot more blue units than I thought there would be on this map. You kind of run it all in for that first,
Absolutely,
that first attack. So
yeah,
that's really, really interesting.
that'll be good to see. Definitely feels like Plebs is trying to get the winner. Hang on, I'll make sure the sound is a little bit different here.
We got this heavy setup on A, and it's a big setup on B. A big setup on A. Sorry, for the attacker side with 5 on B. They're going for that breach. It looks like so, or they're climbing the ladders. We'll see what. So the blue scars are really, really forwards. So that's plebs, for instance. So let's have a look at the units. So we've got plebs setting up that really, really forward positioning with those shields and flames. Shields and shenjis, just to kind of batter you as soon as you come into A. And then you've got this the trebs actually more on the walls. I actually think this is a very big problem because we've got this great push in. Hey, wow, okay, right. I'm missing all this section.
Yeah, they're already inside. They just pushed through the gate right there. Plebs had a setup. They've done this before last season as well. They're probably going to be physically militia.
This is a mistake. There's no treb onto the Shenjis. They're just going to lose all of these units walking through. That's actually a free loss. That's a big problem. So they did hit the big trap. And they're going to go round and force them off of that position. B is starting to get some kind of ground. I don't know how long the Chevrolet is though, because they'll just get outlasted here. And we're seeing these hero kills come in really quickly. Oh my god, right, that's too fast. So this is a mistake on Odin's. This is way too quick. They haven't set up on the breach. They've not pressured them on the breach. And these trebs are really, really badly aimed. But I do like the quickness of it, so it might catch them off guard. It didn't. Plebs are a very good team, but I did like the try. So they're back onto this courtyard here, which I call Circus. And they're trying to get this kind of split fight from the breach section around down to flames and the shield normal spot. Plebs not really pressuring them into them, by the way. They've got some units here, some big purple shields and some claymores kind of going in. That should win in short term, but in the long run, remember that claymore problems after about 15 seconds without usage. Well, then we're going to see Odin's Legion pressure from main gate and nothing on B, so we'll see the rotation of the guys.
Meanwhile, Odin's Legion is definitely winning the fight close to the gate. Or to say, Odin's Plebs actually. Plebs cleaned up Odin's Legion. They're trying to push down on the left side of the gate. Odin's Legion now gathering inside the gate, but they have got a couple players down, so I'm not sure if they have the right momentum right now to surprise Plebs here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Jeb's advantage on the camera. It doesn't really look like they're doing anything to kind of counter this, and it's 1 by 1 in from plebs. From Odin's, and we're seeing that the flames now demolish them as they're coming in. This is a good try from Odin's, but they're not going to get much further from this. Even though they are thinning out the units from plebs, so they might get this to half cap here.
They're definitely getting on a point. Let's see if there's
so that's 1v1 that I was talking about. So with the heroes, so we're going to see in the kill feed, got Kick Flynn down here and Temple Shot and Flynn and Smexy. Yeah, no, they're wiping down these heroes. They'll push them back, and a huge unit. Actually, the disparity is not that big. I mean, we saw that there was 2 purples and a gold mainly for Odin. So this is where they should get into their strike. It's only 500 units left for plebs. Now, majority of them will be gold, but we'll see kind of what this happens. So Odin's Legion need to take a setup here. They need to take the time. They've got 4 minutes left, which is quite a large amount. It's a 2 minutes fight for about 1,000 unit sets. Is huge here. So I want to see. They need to take a calm pace here. And they need to get that set up. So they've got these berserkers on here to pressure on the walls and pressure the flames of the shield spot. So they just need to take their time. Leading the charge with his Fortebraccios. That's to counter the cav from plebs, but I don't see any cav there at the moment. And we got Fortebraccios on the wall. I don't know where there's Fortebraccios up there. And they're going to try and push down to this circuit. So this is really, really good strat. So you remove the massive cav advantage, especially from Asards, for instance. And you've also got a really good range on your trebuchets. We're just going to see how plebs reacts to this. They need to do a split push on this, and they can't be doing 15 man death balls, especially on these stairs down here. So we're going to see that 2 splits. No, it looks like everyone's splitting, so he's just going to go for the breach path, and then some claimers right there on the right stairs. Trebuchet preemptively. That was a good treb. No one used that path. And then now comes the big team fight. So this left side's getting really, really full. You'll see a lot of blue there. They'll weaken out the weird, and they'll just hope that their right side can maintain. But they are seeing some hero deaths here. And then we got AC Book and Lucas still going for these special units in the back. So we got green crossbowmen. And the right side see that it was all about that left side. I don't think the left side actually had done enough damage quick enough. So the Reds are down with units now to pressure the rest of the Blues.
Yeah, that's interesting. And also, you can see how close plebs is fighting to the wall. Like, they cannot be trapped there, and they're just making sure that those Fortebraccio from Odin's Legion cannot go down. They cannot really deal any damage there. So plebs is really using their terrain to this terrain to their advantage. And Shenji Grenadiers throwing down bombs, but the front line from Odin's Legion just cannot gain any ground on this map right now.
Absolutely. I mean, this is the cleanup. They've got the setup on A. This is unfortunately this is a win for Odin's, but look at that unit disparity. I mean, the problem with this map is that unit and the whole strat from plebs is if they lost it here now, then they'd be at a huge disadvantage for home. That's 400 units. Even that's a few green and blue units more than. Actually, I'm actually really, really impressed with Odin's. Like, they should be incredibly impressed with themselves. But the plan, obviously, for plebs was to double gold, just all in for this A and B, and not risk much on C and on that home on that coin flip that we was talking about earlier. But I actually want to give big credit to them. And they fought hard. They didn't trade super well. You see a lot of deaths here: 0-3, 0-3, 1-2, 0-2, and 0-3. I think that's actually more for that team play of the plebs. But unit for unit, they did a lot of damage. And we'll see how the unit kills
them. For sure. Yeah, this game is done and dusted there. As you can see in the tabs, good scores for the plebs guys. Definitely, we're going to make sure that we see that all in the team stats. Guys, I believe there was some issue with the sound. I hope it is better now. We've been able to hear everything, but there might be some issues, like we said at the start. But this game was pretty good. Odin's Legion definitely tried to keep a high tempo and make sure to keep fighting hard. And this is what you need to do right on the Heilung Fjord map, but that's just so strong and so aggressive on the defense as well. They were not fighting at all on the A point. They were fighting at the gate, at the breach. Very impressive from them. Plebs win their first game against Odin's Legion 1-0 to the PLEBs team.
That was him on those flames. I'm 100% sure of that. But that's 57 shield maidens. Wow. For instance, we've got Wincrow in the MVP. Well done, Wincrow. Actuators, which I didn't see actually, well played. So obviously they wasn't as useful as maybe they thought, but maybe they was doing that as the anti-Chev strat. A lot of shield maidens here, but let's not just look at plebs. Let's have a look at the MVP for Odins, who I thought played exceptionally, by the way. We've got some special unit kills here in the Siphanari and the Shenjis with a lot of Medails, and the odd unit here and there. Second with Dandan. Again, I actually saw some plays from Dandan. So
absolutely. And can we just point out that Amya is already on his way to trying to reclaim his hero kill MVP here with 10 hero kills. That's absolutely insane. He's just doing it once again, making sure to claim that title once more this season.
Absolutely, absolutely. Jeez, I mean, I did tell you that I wanted to see Sekis and Ami get those hero kills. We point them out. See, Sekis with that 7-0-7. I mean, that's only 3 ways. So these guys are fighting for that MVP. But you can only share so much on the same team. Do you know what I mean? But you know what? Very, very well played from Odin's. I really like the quickness of the battle loops. It was trying to catch plebs off guard.
Yeah. Let's go to the post-battle analysis actually, because you can probably see how quickly this battle went.
Absolutely! Yeah. Wow, look at that. That is. I mean, it's still
insane. And there was also constant fighting, and I think this is where plebs did really well. Like they were winning. They were picking small fights where they could attack Odin's Legion quite often, and then Odin's Legion wasn't really able to get ground. They would lose some players or some units, would have to go back, and then they still wanted to force the big engagement, but they weren't really in a position most of the time to really do it until that last fight where they just weren't able to go down that breach as they probably had intended to. So yeah,
absolutely. Well, they you know, look at these fights. You know, Odin chose where to fight, and it was all about this A. Yeah, they did that small on B just to kind of split them up so their main attack could go there. But the main attack was very quickly kind of dismissed while B was being secured.
Yeah, so. Exactly.